Sage Wanderer here, coming at you from, well, the lake. I popped in here on this little local lake to get a shady spot to enjoy the view and also get an update, give you guys an update on the mission. So, some things have changed a little bit since my last video in the fact that I am absolutely convinced that God's calling me back to the full-time ministry. He called me back last spring, and I put a condition on it that I wouldn't proceed unless he found me a wife, and we all know what a disaster that turned out to be. But, you know, hey, I might have missed the pain, but I'd also missed the dance. So I can't say that I necessarily regret this last year. I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about relationships. I learned a lot about women. I guess I was almost naive. And so I've decided to move on with my life for me and to focus on me and to focus on this ministry and to focus on God and to reinvigorate this channel. And I'm announcing, and I think I've said this before, but I'm starting a church of sorts. That when I first viewed this message that I wanted to release, the message I've been talking about so much, I kind of figured I'd just throw it out there in a single video, lay it on the line, say it like it is, dump it out there, and then just ghost the channel and let the chips fall where they may and walk away. And that's not what God wants me to do, because I could dump this on you and it would make you go, and some of you would be life-changing and others would go, interesting, I'd like to hear more. Honestly, to fully get this is the thing that I've been struggling with all week. You need to know that I haven't been back to DoorDash this whole week because I have been in my own soul and mind over this mission and how to present it. And I've made several videos. I've been working my tail off on this project. And I've made several videos, and when I replayed them, they just weren't worth editing. And it's because there's so much to this that you really can't just, I can give you the punchline, but I can't set up the joke, right? I mean, you can look at the last page of the book and maybe you get it, maybe you don't, but I have to write the book. I used to literally think I was going to write a book on this subject, but, you know, I don't have time for that. Like, it's, time is short. Time is so short. And I know, well, it makes sense for me to say that because I'm kind of a doomsday prophet. That's what I've been up till now, is the doomsday prophet. But you're going to need this knowledge to help people. There's a big harvest coming. God's not interested in building the church anymore because there's no future in it, right? We're out of time. He's interested in the harvest. He's interested in bringing as many people into the fold as possible, pulling as many people back from the gates of hell as possible. And that's what my mission is about, mass evangelism. I expect that when I give this, you know, Jesus said, his yoke is easy and his burden is light. Do you feel like Christian faith, the way it's taught to you, is light or easy? Or is it just a giant burden? Is it just a pain on your neck? Is it just a restriction on everything? I mean, it's become a situation where we're not getting the feed. We're not getting the bread that we need from church. And so many people feel excluded. One thing about this message that I'm releasing, it's an inclusive message. It's a message that says you don't have to be perfect to love Jesus. You don't have to be right to step in the right direction. You don't have to be clean before you can come to church, right? And I even hate to use the word church. It's so stained. But I want you to know that I am working diligently on this, and I'm neglecting my work and my finances, which were already in trouble, are going right down the drain. So I'm kind of asking that you guys would intervene, because I'm kind of headed to the pawn shop with my guns so that I can keep working on this project. And I've already sold so much of my stuff that it's starting to really, now I'm getting to where my preps are being used up. My prepping stuff is being sold off. And I really need a financial intervention. And one of the things about this, I told God, I said, the way I found where I made my wrong turn is when God removed his gift of financial support from me. That since I made the decision to go wife hunting and to put the channel on hold, I haven't got hardly any contributions. And I've been taking care of myself for the past year without any help from the channel at all. Like, I mean, I have to say, was it Bull Rush Bear, Todd Guitar? You know, he's just kind of a consistent guy that, you know, he kind of buys my lunch through PayPal. on a regular basis, and helps me out. But I did, when I laid that to God and I said, God, bring back the donations if I'm going to proceed in this as a sign to me that I'm on the right track. And it isn't that I don't want to work. I was very into work. In fact, I used my work to help me forget about the recent emotional turmoil I've been going through, that I threw myself into work and kind of wore myself out. But when this mission came back, I just abandoned work. I would probably crash. Like, my brain is too focused on this message. There's a fire burning in my belly about getting this out. I just feel an urgency. I've wasted a year. I'm a year behind. So if you ever supported me, I never needed your help more than I do right now. If you're a new viewer and you're interested in what I want to do, throw some pocket change my way, because I live so low, a little bit would help. But I did receive, I think day before yesterday, I don't know, $100 donation. And to me, that's the sign I needed to know that I was going down the right road. And it's been hard for me to just lay this aside and go back to door dashing and making money for my bills. So I got bills raining down on me. And like I said, I'm headed to the pawn shop to try to make the next bill, because I just can't focus on driving DoorDash as long as this message is burning in me. Like I said, it's too distracting. I'm going to make mistakes. I just know it, that God wants me in this deal. God wants me in this mission. He wants me putting all of my effort and energy towards this, and I know it. And I want to do it so bad. I want to be the point where I can just work on the work and do the thing. It's because I'm not just making a video. This is not just a series of videos. I'm founding a church. I'm going to come to your town. I'm going to encourage and train people to start home groups, to reach out to people in their community. There are people out there the church has forgotten about, and it's time for us to gather together, because we're dying by ourselves, aren't we? Aren't we just starving to death, living alone in isolation because we don't feel welcome in a church? Isn't it just killing us? It's killing me. It's been killing me. As much as a loner as I am, I know I need other people to lean on. And so I'm asking to lean on you guys for a little while, and I think maybe some of you have been leaning on me recently. And I'm giving you my solemn promise. I am sold out for God. I am sold out for this situation. I am all in. But I do need your help. Now, I'm going to start doing a Sunday morning service. Why Sunday? Because that's when everybody else is worshiping, and that's the bottom line. I'm not married to Sunday, but that is, the time when all Christians kind of come together. So tomorrow morning, I'm not saying what time because I have to create the content, but I'm going to start working on either tonight or tomorrow morning. And so I want to deliver a traditional kind of sermon tomorrow and play a little music for you. So whether it's in the morning when you get up, it'll be there, or in the afternoon when you get back from church, or if you're a late night, Saturday night person, when you wake up, sometime tomorrow I'm going to deliver this to you. But as for the last 2 days, I've been unable to produce anything because I'm still working on it, for one. I can't release it yet, and it's still being cooked, so to speak. And today, I'm just going to lose this day worrying about money, because a bill came due early. I was expecting it later. And anyway, anything you can do to help. The only way you're going to be able to help me so I can immediately start working on this right now is through PayPal. So I believe on this video, up at the top where my picture is, kind of up where the video itself is, in the right hand corner of some window up there. I'd have to look and see for sure, but there's tiny little PayPal and Patreon icons. A PayPal donation like the one I just received is the only way you're going to be able to help me today to keep me from selling my guns. So I'm going to upload this video right now and head towards the pawn shop, and hopefully I get a ding in my PayPal notification before I get there, and I'll check before I do it. I hate to let go of things that I might need in the future, like this camera and this gun that I'm selling. So at any rate, if you want to help me out, you can hit me up on PayPal. And if you want to send something, it'll be here in a few days. My P.O. Box is, for those of you who don't trust electronics, P.O. Box 92, Sparks, Oklahoma, 74869. Yes, 74869. P.O. Box 92, Sparks, Oklahoma, 74869. And that's also due. I got to come up with another $100 to buy my post office again. The bills never stop, right? And I'm just like anybody else. So you can help me out through, what do I like to receive in my P.O. box? I like to receive stuff tailored to me. That's always nice, like gifts. That's wonderful. Makes me feel good. But as far as what I need gift cards, Visa gift cards that I can use to pay a bill, or cash. And that's my favorite thing. A check will work. It just slows me down a little bit waiting for everything to clear. But immediate help, PayPal, help in a few days through my P.O. box. But I do need help if I'm going to finish this. If I'm going to, when I say finish it, I mean start it, get it rolling. When I think about all the work, because I've got to lay the groundwork for this message. If I just dump it on you, I got to till the ground a little bit. I also encourage you, if you're a viewer, to go back and watch the Gospel According to Sage series. Watch it all, because that's the setup for what I'm about to really go into depth in teaching about. And my Sunday sermon this week will be about, what does it take to be a Christian? What is the minimum requirement to get to heaven? You might be surprised. Okay, I'll see you next time, and thank you for your continued support.